Hello, good day everyone. Naanasad ko kay ma-share ko ninyo sa akong research. Actually, padayon kapunta sa atong conversation with something to do sa coronavirus. Actually, since the start, na ko'y na-notice. Ang ako na-notice, ang ilang giingon nga ang immune system daw supposedly mao na siya mo detect kung naay virus nga mo intrude, naay bacteria, virus or fungi nga mosulod. Mauna siya dapat mo determine nga virus ni siya. So naatay immune cells ana. Sila mo keep og record for intruders. Pero ingon ang mga experts, ang problema aning SARS-CoV-2 ang official name for, by the way, ang official name sa coronavirus nga kaning ni akaron is SARS-CoV-2. Ang disease is known as COVID-19. So ang virus is SARS-CoV-2, and then ang disease is COVID-19. So ang problema ko no aning SARS-CoV-2 is dili siya ma-identify sa kanang immune cells as intruders. Ang question, that begs the question, ngano kaha? Why is it? Ang assumption ako in mind is it's mostly possible that it's genetically engineered. Actually, years and years ang genetic engineering, grabe na. I-mix na nila ang genes sa tao with animals. I-research lang na ninyo if you want to know. I-mix ang genes sa unggoy og tao. Luoy kay tanan ang result. Siguro karon sa ila na pong research, this is just an assumption, but I'll give you a note later. Nganong nakakuha ko aning assumption? Unang-una, nganong dili siya ma-detect sa imong immune cells. Mo-detect man na siya viruses. So, ang akong assumption ani, this is genetically engineered with human RNA. That could be possible. That is my assumption. And number 2, nganong ingna ni siya kapaspas, nganong ingna na siya, mura siya hangin nga, inig langhap, mamatay ang tao, mo kirig ang tao. No, one thing nga akong na-notice sa mga victims, based on video footage nga ako nakita sa Wuhan, nga mura gipatol ang tao, kana siya nga expression. It's not the lungs, it's the brain. Di ba ka na magkurug-kurug, mukalit o gatumba? It's basically naay naigo sa iyang brain. Muna siya exhibit sa usa ka gipatol nga tao. Di ba matumba, murag mukirig, body tremors, and then you lose the consciousness. It's basically brain ang iyang gatake. Kay kung ginhawa na, you will try your best, maybe dili mo-collapse ka, pero kanang mukurog, it's more of the brain. So akong balikan dinhi karon ang katong narrative, usa ka blog post nga na ay heading nga Corona Unmasked, nga it is said to have been written by a senior military officer. I don't know if nakabasa mo ana, but try to research it on Google. The title is Corona Unmasked. It's a blog post which akong gistudihan ng iyahang narratives. Very chronologically exact. tanang iyang generate dito para nako is exact when you research it. Pero naay ni comment dito nga boom, nga review daw, outright nilang gi-condemn nga false. How could you say it's false simply because you cannot find the source? I don't think so. Because basically today, the truth is mostly hidden. And only those who have questioning minds can get deep into the truth. And I urge you to have a questioning mind. Because dihang nabasa nako, na-notice nako sa blog post, na ay phrase dito nga not very familiar with so many people. The word is deep state. Now, I don't know if I can read back the post, but you can research it yourself. Pero ang iyang gi assert dito nga dili ni nag-away ang China, ang US, ang Russia. Instead, adunay deep state or shadow. Actually, if i-research po nimo ang deep state, it's a shadow government. Now, kung imong tan-awon, ang China o ang US is bidding for power. This is a power struggle. O gani siyang deep state that he is talking, he mentioned in his blog post, i-research na ninyo kay laom ni siya nga kamatuuran. And this deep state nag-exist na niya since 1871. They are the rulers of the world. So kung imong tutukan ang iyang assertion dito nga ang China ga-create dili ga-create research. Nag-research sila og unsaon nila nga ma-diffuse ang mga nag-rally sa Hong Kong. Og tan-aw nimo ang chronology, it's more believable to me than any disclaims. Para nako. Og imong tan-awon, he's talking of technology, he's talking of biowarfare, which ang Wuhan side naa dito ang BSL-4 or Biosafety Laboratory, which deals with the most dangerous pathogens in the world, which means the viruses. So kung imong i-connect, if you connect the dots of his narration, it's more of believable than to contest it. So kung imong tan-awon, this is the clash of titans. Gisabong sa US, ang gisabong sa deep state, ang US ug China. Og naging collateral damage ang pareho nato. Sad it may be, but for a questioning mind, it pays to know the truth. Actually, I want to make a longer video, but for now, I just want you to comment, and maybe in later time. I know when I start, I study all this stuff since 6 years ago about the deep state, but I'm trying to keep silence because I know, like the mind control, they can make anyone their targets. So the mind control, let me read before I close, by the way. Na ako'y nabasa nga from the epochtimes.com. Published ni siya in September 18, 2019. So, that means months before China admits that there is this outbreak, right? But if you have to study the outbreak, it's earlier than December. So if you notice, this publication is published in September 18, 2019, September, October, November, so December. Before this, they massively imprison a lot of people because most probably they make testing sample agents. I mean, gamiton na mga lab rats. Katong ilahang gipang dakop for no reason. And you have to research that because that was, I guess, in July. Daghan kaayong mga tao nga walay sala nga ilang gipang priso. And that's napoy ni comment mo nagingon, this is CCP virus or communist CCP is Communist Party. This is, I don't know, China Communist Party, CCP, China Communist Party. So, where ties with Communist China are close, the CCP virus follows. I guess you have to research it yourself to understand it. But maybe later or some other separate videos, I can share to you this story. But for now, I just want to connect the story of that Corona Unmasked blogs. Here, this is September 18, 2019. The secretive technology is kept under wraps, but tens of thousands in China say they have suffered from its deleterious effects. Through online forums, many have shared about how they suddenly experienced mind-altering symptoms, such as hearing voices or seeing images that others can't. They believe they have been targeted by authorities as unwitting mind control technology test subjects. The symptoms are similar to those reported by several U.S. diplomats working at the U.S. consulate in Guangzhou City in China's Guangdong province. They said they heard abnormal sounds and felt sensations of air pressure. Afterward, they showed signs of mild traumatic brain injury. Protect yourself against... Jeannie Lee, a spokeswoman for the U.S. Embassy in Beijing, told the Associated Press at the time that a U.S. government employee first reported a variety of physical symptoms between late 2017 and April 2018. At the time, the U.S. State Department said it would investigate the incident, noting that it was similar to an incident in 2017, when about 40 diplomats at the U.S. Embassy in Havana, Cuba, also reported falling ill after hearing an unusual sound. That led to speculation that they were attacked by a sonic or electromagnetic weapon, which I will deal in separate videos. This sonic or electromagnetic weapon, this has to do with 5G and 60 gigahertz millimeter wave, which is about to be installed in the Philippines. I'm sorry to say that. Actually, there are so many things we can talk about here. Gusto kong, the reason why ganahan ko magbisaya, kay parang dili basta-basta ma-censor sa YouTube. Because I know I tried my to keep quiet for so long. Because I know I can be their targets because everything right now, there's no privacy anymore. I tell you with all honesty, as long as you have Android phone, you have your GPS on, you have all your you install apps, they get the picture. Don't think of any privacy anymore. I tell you with all honesty. Anyway, I will do separate videos for that. Now, brain scans of affected U.S. Embassy staff in Cuba revealed abnormalities in their brain tissue, The Guardian reported in July. Guardian is another journal reporter. Attacks. A China-based NGO, whose name translates to against concealed technical control, in English, were established to assist the victims of such attacks to file lawsuits against local authorities. The Chinese language Epoch Times interviewed several victims as well as the NGO's representative who recounted their experiences. A man using the surname of Zhong to protect himself from reprisals by the Chinese regime has organized victims to file joint lawsuits against 24 provincial governments since 2016, as well as 6 national-level suits since 2017. Zhong said that the victims come from different age, social, educational, and working backgrounds. Anyway, maybe I will put this link down below so that you can have thorough reading with this. The bottom line of this is, along with their trials, with their research in viruses, where they create synthetic viruses, where they plan to control the minds of these protesters, the virus gone wild and now exploded and made us their collateral damage. For questioning mind, I think you'll find the answer to these questions. Is coronavirus, or this SARS-CoV-2, which brings COVID-19 pandemic, a genetically created virus that is released with millimeter wave? Is this caused to give China a bidding for power over US with this shadow government or the deep state? The answer remains to be seen, because I feel this is just the beginning. For now, let me say thank you so much for watching, and if you have comment down below, you can comment, and kung wa mo kasabot sa akong Bisaya, pasensya na. The more di mo kasabot ka ng Bisaya ko. Anyway, thank you, and if I have any wrong claims, you can comment it down. I stand corrected. Just provide me good argument to prove me wrong. Thank you so much and have a great day.